You know, I played many games on my time. Some were fun, unusual, exciting, and some were just plain the pits. This is just a short list of some of the games that I've played and my personal opinions on each of those games. I hope they'll help you to understand a little bit of why I play what I play. When you talk about games that basically can drive you up a wall, this is one of the most frustrating of all the games of all. Despite all the add-ons, mods, plugins I've added over this game, it basically is not changed much since it originally was created around 2014 or something like that. Okay, if this is the kind of game that's great if you like playing God. I mean, what you have to do is, the building part of building houses is fantastic. There's no problem with that. I love when you can go in and build a house. But it's when you're trying to play the other parts of the game, such as you gotta create the microenvironment or you gotta micromanage everybody. That just basically gets on my nerves. How many ways can you micromanage a channel? And even though it takes a while to load this game was designed for teenagers, and unfortunately enough, it's just absolutely nuts. You already have this big house here that I built. Now, here we have one of my characters, and this is a sim that's falling asleep. So I'm gonna go over here to my character here, and now I can do things like I can wake her up. I can. Oh, she's already up. Dance song. Like I said, the problem with these characters is, honestly, they're actually kind of stupid. Okay, now, right. So yeah, they use the bathroom. You don't see toilet paper anywhere near them. You don't see any kind of interaction, responsible interaction. Limit Electronics Arts is still trying to push Sims 4 even to this day. Okay? Now, I can still have her do other things, like I can have her, as I said, brush teeth, upgrade, get water, wash hands, so show you did that. But what about the other characters in the game? Well, again, like I said, you can switch characters. You can click on them and see what they're doing, okay? And she's asleep. What about me? What about my character? Well, she's sitting downstairs right there at the table. See now? And you have to basically micromanage everything. And this is absolutely probably the most frustrating part of the game. But what I like about the game is building houses and building structures, but that's about it. Otherwise, this game, it really is just plain sucks, honestly. The next game in question isn't really a game. It actually is designed for a home CAD package, computer aided design to help you design your dream home. But this has became kind of my go-to game because the fact is that you get to build houses and you have fun doing it. It's called Home Design 3D. Now, I grew up in a household with construction people all my life, and so to me, designing, building, constructing, hey, that's where it's at. But actually, this is the house that we also have in The Sims 3. I wanted to show you this because I thought this would be absolutely fascinating to show you how this very quickly became the house that was later used in the game. Of course, the difference is very clear, is that this house is, well, different. Putting it bluntly, as I'm going to walk outside here so you can see it. First of all, this house is much, much, much bigger than the game itself. I mean, in the Sims 4, this house had to be shrunk to fit into the space allotted. We have a garage over here, and that garage was not in the Sims game. And the reason is because there was no need for a garage. And the reason is very clear. Was you can't you know do much with this house. I'm trying to scroll around here, so let me just click on this here. Whoa, there we go. So this is the house. And the thing about this house game is you can create buildings and structures and the very big house. And I love the way you can design it. It's just like I said, it's computer aided design, computer aided drafting. And it's got the standard basic drafting tools to make the finished product. In fact, there even was an option when the company first came out with this product to actually make you could actually have a company make you a 3D printed version of your home model, which would be great for making doll houses for your daughters and your children. And they don't offer that anymore, but they used to, which was fun because you could make a little doll house for your kids. But they didn't have roofs, and so the roofs kind of was an important part of the game. So if you use this game, you gotta be aware that you do not have the same option. But you can do is you can create and upload things like VR to the website. So you can go share your project, and that's pretty easy to do. If you sign up to the website, you can maximize is this square foot, any colors, objects, architecture, 3D VR. Some objects are not yet compatible. Gardening, export this project in VR. How about just export this file in the standard format? Yes, export the project as VR. Mail. Okay, so I'm signed in. Your project requires adjustments, conversion. Some apps will not be visible VR. Blah 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 blah. What if I just want to share the project? See, now this is the thing that I would love to share the project with people, because it used to be discuss design project details, show or store, and then you can export it, print, blueprint, contact support, 3D export. Now, I don't actually know how it exports in 3D. I actually am kind of curious about that. So I can share the project, and that's what I wanted to do. And the reason is because we have updated it so much. Notes, blueprint, simulator, more. But for now, let's just say this. This is a really neat program because you can do things with this, and it's so awesome. Okay, 3D. You can actually export it as a 3D file, and then you can use a slicer, and then you theoretically can make it as your own file. But there is one thing I would like to do with the slicer if I was to do this. Number one, to make the dollhouse. Okay, it's gonna take a while to print and 3D printing. And depending on the 3D printer you have and the type of material you're using to print it, I love this because it's fun for design, and let's be honest, for the price I pay for the software, this is probably the most fun program I've actually used, and I would recommend, if you were into the construction and building, I'd give it a go. The next game we're going to talk about is called American Truck Simulator, and I'm going to be honest when I talk about this game because this is going to be the one I actually do enjoy to do, because it's kind of nice because you get to drive a truck, you get to smash up trucks, you get to smash up cars, and you get to just be a real pain in the butt. That's one of the things about that's probably one of the things about this game I actually like, is driving around and living vicariously in my Kenworth K100E tractor trailer truck, because it's just a real trip. The only thing wrong with the game is that I got other windows sitting on top of it. Is that if you're driving the game with the keyboard, you're gonna hate it. Alright, so with the Xbox controller, like the one I have in my hand, it's a little easier to play, but I find the combination with the trackball still works fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna play the game a little bit and show you what I'm talking about. Right now, I'm actually driving in the game. I'm driving my truck to trailer truck. You can see I'm getting into it now. And in this game, just like in the real world of trucking, the graphics are really good. The sounds are wonderful. You get to drive the truck. You get the scenery, based on actual photographs, most likely from. In the case of the game, American Truck Simulator starts out in the western United States. As slowly as they add DLCs, they're going further and further to the east. Now they just released the Texas add-on, which I did not buy yet because I didn't really like going really that far. Okay, open events page. Oh yes, they have Valentine's Day stuff. So if you're into that, okay. But I want to show you the actual gameplay, and then we'll take it from here. So we are going to finish doing what I was doing originally, and that was as I was going to go and finish getting to with my delivery. And I wanted to show you how we drive the truck, because this is the part of the game that is what makes the game as it is. Now this game, you can play it online, or as you can see, I'm parked on the side of the road. So let me turn off my flashers. Turn on the engine.
Ready to roll.
And turn off my parking brake. Whoa. Should turn on the parking brake now. Oh. Oh yeah. Did I forget you can actually turn too far? Ah! Oh! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright, back up. Back up. So, you can see I'm driving in the desert right now. Oh no! There's a bus! Oh! Hey! Alright. Let's get stabilized in the wheel here. Yes, this game is really can be very stressful, especially if you are feeling like you gotta get this delivery done on time. And if you install, as I did, no damage, no fines, it kind of makes it more like a demolition derby. But I like trying to play the game with some realism, but it just is like, it is. It's just, it's just like the real world. And then we're driving on the stretch of highway out in the desert. And you know what? I didn't check. There's my fuel supply. I have plenty. Good. Okay. So this game here is, like I said, is good because you get a chance to drive your truck. You get to learn about the truck. But how realistic is the graphics? Well, let's take a look at the cab. This is a sleeper truck, so you can see there's a sleeper in the back. I have some add-ons. I got like my notebook. I got some cigarettes. I got a flashlight, a calculator, an ashtray, a couple Diet Coke Zeros. This is my inside of my cab of my truck. Let's walk around the outside of the truck. I can do that. This is the top. And it's 3. So this is my truck right here. You can see it has the trailer for intermodules on it. So I can pick up some intermodules. and that's my truck here. I would say, for all reality, if you enjoy a game where you're hauling stuff, this game isn't bad. If you are the kind of person that doesn't want to deal with this stuff in the real world, or maybe you're a real driver in a real truck and you do want to practice your driving for some reason, or maybe you just enjoy driving in a fictional world, well, you do the real thing. And there's our people like plumbers who play plumbing games, electricians play electrician games, truck drivers play truck driving games, and in that case, this game's for you. I can. Oh, wait. Oh, whoa. Railroad tracks ahead. I tried really hard to steadily. I don't see that. Any. Oh my goodness! Someone's gonna crash to get Glue 98. Looks like you're stuck on something. Nah, I got it. Oh! I hope the short little demo of some of the games, when I think of the ones I've shown here, give you some idea as to which games I enjoy. I did leave one out by mistake, and that's the World of Warcraft. But I will talk about that in another game day. I hope this short little video will give you some ideas of why I like some of the games I play and why I don't like some of the games I play. So for now, thank you very much for watching this, and I hope that you have a nice day. See you soon. Bye-bye.